Nobody gets divorced for fun, and usually doing it once is enough. So what would make a person want to go back to their ex? On today's case, Ms. Meadows says she made the dubious decision to start dating her ex-husband, Mr. Moore, after their divorce, for the sake of their family. She says Mr. Moore promised to clean up his act and do right by her. But she says Mr. Moore's once again exhibiting the same behaviors that made her leave him in the first place. Ms. Meadows says the red flags are waving wildly, and she refuses to fall back into the same patterns again. Mr. Moore says Ms. Meadows is the love of his life, and he's done everything in his power to show her that he's a changed man. He says family is everything to him, and he deserves not only a second chance, but a second wedding. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Meadows versus Moore.
Thank you very much. Ms. Meadows and Mr. Moore. Ms. Meadows, you're here in court today because you say after divorcing your husband a year ago, you should have never looked back. You gave your ex-husband another chance, and he has once again shown you that he is unreliable and is still a lying cheater. You say you want closure and refuse to continue this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Moore, you are here today because you say you will do whatever it takes to win your ex-wife back. You say you want to prove that you are a changed man ready to take on the responsibilities of being in a committed relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you all were together for 10 years, divorced, though, for almost a year. Understand that you got back together back in September, but you have children, and that is why this family is at a crossroads right now. Give me the backstory.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. My husband is a liar. He's a cheater. He's not dependable. He can be a coward at times, and I've just reached a point and a level to where I just can't take it anymore. I'm done as of this relationship goes.
It's enough already. What do you say, sir?
Well, I'm here because, Your Honor, I love my wife, and she gave me too many opportunities, and I have let her down. She's like a role model. She's a team player to me, and she always has my back. And I'm here just to ask for forgiveness and to do what I gotta do to get my family and my wife back.
So I'm gonna go on back to Ms. Meadows, because when I first read your file and found out that you all had been married and you decided to try again, I was wondering why. What made you do that?
He is a good man at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel when Mr. Moore and I are together, his mindset is just with me and the family, and it's the outside.
Well, why don't you take me back to what made you get divorced in the first place?
Correct. So a backstory on that is that he had multiple side chicks, always cheating.
You mean throughout the marriage?
Correct. I took him back just because our daughter this past August had heart surgery.
Okay.
And with us rekindling and our daughter asking, you know, is Daddy coming home? Is Daddy coming back? And I have a question in my mind if I should take him back.
Well, Your Honor, I promised my daughter that I will always be a good father to her.
Oh.
And that I will do anything I can because she is the love of my life also.
So, Ms. Meadows, has he always been a good father for you and the children?
Financially, he was there, but being present and he, like I said, being a coward at some point, that's when, and not standing up for your child, those are times where he wasn't a good father.
Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Our daughter's birthday party. So our daughter's birthday, when you have a child, you know your child's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
The day doesn't change. And so he knew for weeks that I had planned this birthday party. And I kept asking him, texting, communicating with him, are you gonna be there? And he kept saying, yes, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. Come to find out, he was only there for an hour, and he was on his work break at her birthday party. And she was sad because her dad had left. Like, he didn't even see her blow out the candle, cut the cake.
Your Honor,
yeah.
Well, first off, I worked at FedEx, and it was right around Thanksgiving holidays. My wife did communicate with me about my daughter's birthday, And I had asked her, I said, can you please set it for a later time? Well, she didn't want to set it for a later time, therefore, so me and my son can make it. So she said it for a certain time that felt comfortable for her, but not for all of us. Well, when I requested off, I got denied during Thanksgiving holiday. I could have lost my job then.
Right.
But I chose to stand up and be there for an hour or an hour and a half just so I could support my daughter and be there for her birthday.
Of course you got denied, because people like me shop too doggone much, and the FedEx people, they working like 3 and 4 shifts.
Yes, ma'am. And so the hour was crazy, Your Honor.
I understand that. I can absolutely understand that. That can't be the main reason, because I know there's got to be something else. You know, you started telling me that he's not dependable, but this sounds like that was something in the past. Is it still happening right now, Ms. Meadows?
This breaks my heart. So his family and this side chick got together and made this T-shirt for his mother. His mother has a lot of grandkids. And so it's like they had all the grandkids on this T-shirt, and my daughter was not included. He allows his family and these side chicks to really get up under my skin. They test me, they push me, they put things on social media. All of these people are able to really just do what they want, and him not stand up for me or his child.
And I stood up and I told my family, I don't appreciate y'all making a T-shirt without my daughter name being on that. That is
If
unacceptable.
they are able to post this to the world, because this is how I found out about the T-shirt, through social media. He should go on social media as well.
Okay, but what I want to say for a minute, Miss Meadows, because that might be uncomfortable for you.
And it's uncomfortable for me too, Your Honor.
But how is that his fault? That's what I want to know.
If you're gonna put somebody in their place and let them know that this is my wife and that I come first and that his family comes first, then do it in a way that I know, because obviously he's not doing his job, because his family is continuing, and all of these side chicks are continuing.
But what does, I'm confused. What does the side chick has to do with this particular T-shirt?
Her daughter's name is on the T-shirt.
Ah, so what's happening is, clearly, you, with your messy background, had the wrong chicks up in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
He lies because he gets in these tight spaces and he gets scared. Like, I just found out a couple of months ago that he may have another child.
Did you just tell on yourself in the courtroom, baby? I need to
that's the honest truth.
I'm sorry. What in the world? Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Mr. Moore, do you have an ongoing relationship with this side chick?
No, ma'am.
That goes back to the beginning. I said that when me and him are in our own space and it's just me and him, he's a great person. But when his family, because his family doesn't like me. But Ms. Meadows,
why are you letting his family be in your business?
He tells his family things, okay?
Okay, but why aren't you telling them things? Because here's the deal. You either the wife or you not.
I understand
You are in charge of that situation.
Exactly, but that's what I want him to realize, because it shouldn't be my place for me to stand up and defend myself when this is your people.
I have been a coward, Your Honor, but I'm willing to change that because I love my wife.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not gonna be about you just talking about it. It's gonna have to be about you doing it.
Showing it, yes, ma'am.
Another example. I'm thinking that my husband is at work, okay? Turns out I get a random text message from another side chick saying, "Where is your husband at?" And I submitted that text message as well to the court as well.
Wait a minute. We have a text message that, all these extra side chicks. You one stupid wife. After blah birthday weekends, I'll send him back. Ask him where he was March 6th in the A with me, blowing your taxes and his work check.
Yes, and because he lied to me. He's a liar, Your Honor. He lied to me saying that he had a bill to pay. When I got my taxes, he asked for $500. I gave him the $500, and only him and I knew about that. How did this side chick know about the $500? He had to tell, and that's why all our business get out, because he had to tell her. He tells his family stuff that's going on in our household.
You know what?
All right, Your Honor.
Sir, you're going to have to explain this one.
Okay, I need to tell the truth. Actually, it was not in Atlanta. Your Honor, we went to Florida. My side chick and I, we went down to Florida for her birthday, and she used her tax money, and I used some of my paycheck money so we can have a good time. But, with Your Honor, in Florida, I couldn't even focus because I was thinking about my wife. I was thinking about being there for my wife because of the simple fact of what I did. of what had happened. Because
So-
I wanted my wife.
Wait.
So you in Florida.
I'm sorry. Mr. Moore, you a fool. I'm sorry. I swear for God. Did you just tell on yourself in the courtroom? I didn't go to Atlanta with the side chick and spend your money, but I went to Florida with the side chick and spent my own money and some of her money. And I couldn't even have a good time because I was thinking about you.
Yeah,
Baby!
Yeah. And that's the only truth.
I'm sorry. What in the world?
But that's not what I saw on social media. On
Your
social
Honor.
media, it just looked like they were having a good time.
Your Honor,
Boomba.
I told you I would do anything to get you back. You're the love of my life. You're my best friend. You're my queen. Will you marry me? Please. I want to start over again.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
Your Honor, I didn't really even know that she was gonna give me a second chance, Your Honor. And so I'm sitting there begging her back. And so all the time I'm in Florida,
But
I just tried
how
to
are you begging me
communicate.
back? How are you begging me back when these people are still calling me, texting me, you know, your family doing this and that? I see pictures of you everywhere, and I don't know if they old pictures or not. All I know is that they're there, and they are trying to hurt my feelings on purpose, and you ain't doing nothing.
Yes, I am. I'm telling them.
No, you don't need to be with them. What in the world? You're not supposed to be in Florida with the side
Yes, ma'am.
chick.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you trying to beg your wife back.
Why would you cheat on me if I gave you a second chance?
So wait a minute, when did you all decide to get back together? What month?
September last year.
And you agreed that it was September of last year you got back together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Our baby it was August when she had heart surgery, and a month later we got back together.
And when did you go to Florida?
About 4 months ago.
Why do I ask these questions?
When my daughter had her surgery, we went to Florida like 2 weeks after that.
So in between, I know.
it been
look,
two different
there-
times.
Listen, my jury, the jury's out there, they're going, Lord,
So
y'all gonna give Judge
basically he
Starr
just
another
told
heart
on
attack.
himself. He lies all the time. So basically now I'm just now hearing that it's been two different times. It's been a time before our divorce and then after our divorce.
Let's come clean.
Your Honor, I gotta tell the truth. It was 4 months.
It happened after you begged your way back.
And see, he lies because he gets in these tight spaces and he gets scared. And like I just found out a couple of months ago that he may have another child, so a
Your Honor, I
2 or
lied
3 year
because I
old
want her
daughter.
back, Your Honor. I lied because I want her back.
That is not the way to get her back, by lying.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Meadows?
Hold on, Your Honor.
Lord.
Hold on, Your Honor.
Oh.
Baby, can you come here? Please. Can you come here for a minute, please? Now, we have been through so much together, and I really do love you. I told you I would do anything to get you back. You're the love of my life. You're my best friend. You're my queen. Will you marry me? Please. I want to start over again. Will you please marry me?
I can't say. I don't know. And how I'm feeling right now, all the red flags are just popping up.
And
I can't say yes.
I understand it.
I can't say
but
yes.
I'm willing to be a better father, be a better husband. I'm willing
Your
to.
actions, I mean, Your
Bravo.
Your Honor.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Bravo.
I have a
Bravo. You are worth more. Worth more. That's the ultimate control thing. Okay? Mr. Moore can say he is going to be a better man, going to be a better father, but he's got to show you. And it can't be because he's in this courtroom. Mr. Moore, it can't be because this is the perfect setting.
Yes, ma'am.
It's got to be when it's the worst setting. It's got to be when it's the tough setting. It's got to be when that side chick comes to you and throws herself at you. That's when it's got to be.
Will you please? Will you please? will you please? I'm willing to change.
Okay, Mr. Moore, for real, I need you not to harass Miss Meadows right now while she is trying to make decisions that are going to impact on the rest of her life and your daughter's life. What do you want? Tell me, what kind of relationship do you want? Don't say one word, Mr. Moore. What do you want?
I want loyalty and trust. I want to feel comfortable who I'm with and not worry about if he goes out with the guys that he can handle himself and won't cheat on me, won't do anything harmful that will mess up our family. I don't want that.
So
I
now
don't
look
want
at
to be
me.
embarrassed.
So look at me real quick. Just me and you. We in a silo, just us. If you don't want that, why are you putting up with it?
I still have that slither of faith that everything that he says about changing, he will do.
But
That's why I'm
are you willing to lay in the cut while this grown man becomes the man you want him to be? You see what he does over the next 6 months. If he runs back to miscellaneous side chicks because they're there and convenient. If he does, that's what he's always going to do. But if for the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, you see him acting like the person that he's claiming to be right now, that's when you have a conversation, Miss Meadows. But you don't entertain somebody while they're in their transition.
All right.
You can't entertain somebody in their transition. You know, I'm gonna make you feel worse. You can't hold on to a relationship because of a child. I know the promise that you made your daughter, but quite frankly, she ain't even supposed to be in this. You know, her biggest concern should be, when's the next time I'm gonna be able to jump rope? That's the most this baby girl should have to worry about. Is daddy gonna come home? Should never even enter her mind. I want her to have a relationship with a father that she respects. But you, Mr. Moore, are going to have to be that man she respects.
Yes, ma'am.
Because right now, sir, you're not.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm sorry for how I ruined this relationship and ruined the love of my life. And when I say ruined the love of my life, Amber, you did everything that a man could ask for. And the way I treated you, the way I hurted you, you have always deserved better. I want another opportunity.
But you know what? You don't get the opportunity before you make the change.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Meadows, you deserve more right now. You deserve more. You deserve more than Mr. Moore. You deserve more right now.
I can give her more. I want to give you more.
You can't give her a doggone thing because you need to be a complete man before you can be her man. You need to grow up. Stop acting like a punk, a wuss. You come from kings, and this supposed to be the queen. You supposed to be raising a princess.
Yes, ma'am.
You acting like the Joker. I'm not sure I ever saw somebody completely tell on themselves in the middle of a case.
Listen, now we don't want to rob a bank with the guy.
No, because he has no poker face.
None at all.
He's shame, but not shame.
Right.
Told everything. But he had more side chicks than anybody I've ever heard of.
And then he lost count and time.
He couldn't keep up with which side chick was doing what. But all I know is I was so proud of her for not accepting that engagement.
Yeah. I mean, such a move to try to get down on one knee here.
Yeah, because you think that this is the safe space, but it's the safe space for truth.
Right.
Not for that.
No.